OTG guy here. Today we're going to talk about white people and the N word. Yep, I'm choosing to talk about that. I decided to make this video because I ran into a friend of mine. I went up to the store, leaving the store, ran into a friend of mine. Basically, him and his brother were first friends I ever had. They black guys. Alright. Give you a little bit of background. I grew up going to predominantly black schools. I've lived in, and actually currently right now live in, a predominantly black neighborhood. I have friends that, like back in school and stuff, I have friends and stuff that had, these long-term relationships with black girls, and vice versa. Black friends of mine have had relationships and date, white girls and stuff like that and everything. And I see, and I'm speaking to the ones that think they have the right to. I ain't talking about the little racist, KKK, whatever, because ain't no hope for them. They too far gone. All right, I'm talking about the ones, these white girls date black dudes, or these white dudes end up with a black girl or whatever. Ones like myself grew up predominantly with mostly black friends, or living in black community and stuff like that, and y'all just think that y'all have somehow miraculously obtained the ability to drop the N-word. Well, you haven't. Alright? It don't matter how much you do or say or none of that stuff. Your birth certificate still says Caucasian. It does not say African American. You do not have the right to say it. Your friends, your black friends, or your black boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, they might not necessarily have an issue with you saying it because they know you, but that still don't mean anything. I mean, really, you might be like hanging out with them or whatever, and they got a couple of their people over or whatever. They can even be their family. You know what I mean? And you say something like that, that word comes out your mouth. Oh, that crazy. Nope. Their family, their friends, they gonna look at both of y'all. They gonna look at you first, and they probably gonna question whether or not you mentally ill or not for saying something like that, being surrounded with a bunch of black folks. And then they gonna look at the person that you with and be like, did you know this? Did you know they was like this? Did you know they say that? Why are they saying that? It causes a lot of problems, man. When in reality, nobody should really be saying it. I mean, let's be real here. You know what I mean? It's a term that was used degradingly, and anytime it was ever used before, it was to degrade somebody, or make them feel unworthy. And it's time to change that. You know what I mean? Regardless what it is, it's time to start lifting people up. You know what I mean? Stop trying to put them down. Stop trying to put people down for whatever reason. But anyway, I'm kind of going off track here. My point is it doesn't matter what type of life you live, or who you're dating, or anything like that. White people have absolutely no authority of dropping the N-word. Point blank. So stop. I mean, there's white folks that live in the projects, right? Or like myself, you know, I don't live in the projects, but the area I live in is predominantly black. I don't say it. A lot of times the people that live in the projects, they don't say it. You know, the white folks living in the projects, a lot of times they don't say it either. I tend to find out it's only certain ones, but you know, my point is that, you know, when you got folks, you got white folks that do live in these areas and stuff like that, or they grew up in these areas, don't say it. You got all these others that do. Why is that? I bet you it's because those white folks that grew up in those areas, or that live in those areas, understand what that word is about, and they have a respect for it. But you know, like I said, well, white folks just stop saying it, please. Come on, man, just stop. I probably, most of the black friends I have, they look at me and they like, you a black guy trapped in a white guy's body. I laugh. It don't mean nothing to me. I'm just who I am. That's all I am. I probably got more right, I guess you could say, to say it than 80% of the white folks that do say it. You know what I mean? I don't ever say it though. It's not me. It's not who I am. Let's fix that. Because a lot of people out here saying they want change and they want all this kind of stuff to happen. Well, you got to fix yourself before you can fix others. Because all you're doing is spreading what you do and what you know to other people. So make sure that what you're doing is right. So that way you can help others get right.